Hello everyone! Oh my god, I have not made a makeup tutorial video in so long. It's kind of crazy, and I'm so sorry that it has taken me this long to get back up on my makeup tutorial videos. But I promise you, with everything that's coming, with my new series that's out called I Walk for Miles in These Shoes, there will be tons and tons of other videos to follow it. Because I'm getting addicted to YouTube again. It's good. So today I am going to just be doing a dewy makeup tutorial, just kind of something simple. I'm on my way to a photo shoot here in an hour, and I said, why not? Why don't I just film what I do right before I have to go to a photo shoot so that I'm ready to go on set. Sometimes we're lucky and we have makeup artists to do our own makeup and we do go on set, but others we don't. So like today I will be doing my own makeup. So today, like I said, I'm going to be doing a dewy makeup tutorial. So that really healthy looking skin, a lot of celebrities like J-Lo, I think is the biggest example of the dewy skin. Everyone always is saying, oh, I want skin like J-Lo, it looks so radiant, it looks so fresh. So that's what I'm going to be showing you guys how to do today with my favorite products. I've already cleansed and toned and moisturized, and I've also put my eye cream on. I'll let you know what products I use in another video. I don't think it's as important today because we're going to focus on the skin today. So the products I'm going to be using is Dior Hydra. It is my favorite tinted moisturizer in the whole world. It offers really, really great coverage even though it's a tinted moisturizer, but it doesn't look heavy on the skin, so I really appreciate that. So even though in the photo shoot it still photographs really beautifully, it's not heavy, and I just feel like I have really sensitive skin, as you can see. Like I break out all the time and it drives me crazy. So I really need a product that's going to be great. There's an SPF of 20 in this as well, which is awesome. So you still get a little bit of sun protection as well. And so that's the product I'm going to be using today. You actually don't need a primer with this. I really find you still get that all day wear with this product without a primer. So I also really, really appreciate products like that because I think that I'm a very smiley person. You know, a lot of the time products will crease in my jowls, they crease underneath my eyes, they crease in my forehead, and that drives me crazy. So a product like this, I'm really, really happy because I don't have to put a primer on either, and it's kind of just like moves with my skin, so I really appreciate that. So I'm going to be applying it with one of my favorite foundation brushes, which is the Smashbox Foundation brush. It's awesome. It's all real animal hair, but none of the animals are hurt to get the hair. They actually have Smashbox has an animal sanctuary where they help animals that were injured, and what they do is they give them a haircut every couple 6 months or something like that, and that's the hair that produces the hair for these brushes. So I really like that. They're PETA approved, which is awesome. And last but not least, I actually mix my Hydra with Lancome's Tient Miracle. It is another one of my favorite products. Lancome launched it, I think, within the last year. And I really, really love this product because Hydra makes you dewy, but this makes you oil slick dewy. It's my favorite. When I look dewy, I really, really, really want to look like I just went for a really hard jog, and then my skin is just that really fresh glow. So I actually mix these two products together, and voila. So let's get started. So first, I'm going to take on the back of my hand just to cut a little bit. You really don't need a lot with the Dior Tinted Moisturizer. I find it really goes a long way. I'm probably going to use about that amount on my face. And then I'm going to add a couple drops of this bad boy on here. So about 4 or 5 drops I think is usually pretty good. I mean, you can really estimate, to your own personally. And I'm going to use the back of my brush to mix this together, because if you use the other side of the brush, you're going to have way too much tinted moisturizer on your brush, and then where are you going to put it? It's all going to go in one spot on your face. A lot of the time I get asked, is it necessary to use a brush? Can I use my fingers? Can I use a sponge? To be quite honest, using a brush is probably the best way of like the best application, I think, of a foundation. When you use your fingers, you get the oils from your fingers a lot of the time, and you don't get the most even like consistency with the product. I love using my fingers, don't get me wrong, when I'm playing with really creamy certain types of products, but anything that's more liquidy, I find that it's harder to blend it with your fingers. And if you're using a sponge, you're taking like a month to 2 months away of life from your product, because so much of your product gets absorbed inside of the sponge that it's like, okay, I'm spending $50 in my foundation. Why do I want like all my foundation to be wasted inside of a sponge? So you don't want to use a sponge. I find that it absorbs way too much product. So a brush, it kind of sits on the surface of the brush and then distributes it the most evenly. You can always try the little mirror test where you like take your finger and you put it in foundation and you wipe it down in mirror. Then you take your foundation brush and wipe it down in mirror and you see which one's more even. Little test for teaching those cosmeticians out there who want selling tricks for foundation. Anyway, so I have it all mixed on the back of my hand and I'm going to start applying it. It's really great because you can just like really long strokes, like as you can tell already, it's really even, like it goes really even really quickly. I'm such a red person anyway too, like I always am red and it drives me absolutely bonkers. And this product I find like as soon as I put it on, like you can come to the sides, but it just like takes away my redness and that makes me happy. So also a great thing too for guys, like I have a bit of stubble today. This is such an awesome product because the stubble, like it doesn't get all like cakey in the stubble, it actually just like works around it, but it also really doesn't like dye the like coat kind of the hair either, it just kind of goes with it. So another little thing too with products, wherever you need more coverage, like I'm usually dark underneath of my eye, take your brush and you want to stipple it. And that what it does is that helps to build the product on top of one another so that you can get more coverage with the product. So if you ever get a pimple or you need like more concealing underneath of the eye, just stippling with your brush will help, like it'll make the world of difference with your foundation. As you can tell, come a little closer. Look how nice and dewy that makes your skin look. It's so fresh. And voila! There is a super quick, a super easy makeup tutorial for dewy skin. Now, like I said before, the great thing with this product is you don't have to set it. You can just leave it. It will still like last all day long, which I think is awesome. Now, I know that I am using Dior and Lancome for my products, but there's so many other amazing options. Like I know that Lancome and Dior can get a little bit expensive, which is unfortunate. You know, but they're really, like, I definitely believe that quality in cosmetics makes a huge difference, especially in the wears of the products and whatnot. But the other thing that I can suggest is, like, so many companies have tinted moisturizers out now. I mean, if you really, like, I call it the mass products. So something like a CoverGirl, a Maybelline, a Marcel. Marcel actually makes an incredible tinted moisturizer as well that I would definitely recommend to try. They also have like, who else makes it? Smashbox makes an awesome tinted moisturizer, which is a little bit less than the Dior. And if you're looking for a product like this, there is a lot of BB creams. L'Oreal actually just launched a product that's very similar to this, but it kind of like color activates. So it does give you a little bit of a tint when you mix it, but it still gives you that like little bit of glow. But it's definitely, this is a product that is kind of like on its own right now. But I think with tinted moisturizers, you can definitely find lots of different tinted moisturizers in the different price ranges. Dior only has 3 shades in their tinted moisturizer line, which is kind of unfortunate because it's, you know, like we're not all the same 3 shades. I'm lucky that I have a little bit of a tan from the summer, so mine matches like really perfectly, because typically I'm the number 1 in the winter time because I'm like practically transparent. So, but it's nice. Anyway, so yeah, so there is my super quick dewy makeup tutorial. As you can tell, you can see how nice and dewy that is, and it provided some really nice coverage as well. Well guys, I hope you learned a little bit in my first makeup tutorial. I will be focusing on skin for the next few videos, and then I think we're going to move into some skincare and some makeup. Alright guys, I'm so happy. Thank you for watching my video today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Mwah! Bye!